He has an egg-shaped head. Like, his jaw is, like, coming out a little bit. Like, look at it. His jaw is coming out a little bit, and it's kind of like, you know, cone-like.
He's a little toe-headed, yeah.
Are you talking about the Warden?
Batman.
Oh, Batman. He's had some work done. By the way, I've started the episode.
Okay, wonderful. Hello.
Go ahead. Butts, take it from here.
Yeah, so we're doing video games that we are thankful for in November, and I am thankful for Batman Arkham Asylum, because growing up, the Batman animated series was my favorite show, Batman was my favorite character, and when this game came out, they were like, would you like to be Batman? I said, I sure would, and I just love it.
Yes.
It uses as many of the voice casts from the show as they could. It's got the, like, it's grittier, but it's kind of got the tone of the show of, like, everything's kind of bad in Gotham. It's just great. It's like, do you want to be in the TV show as close as you can? And I was like, oh, thank you. I sure would. So here we go.
Yeah, when Butts picked this game, I was like, oh, we're going back to the Batman well, huh?
It's a good well.
And again, another, until you learn.
But no, then I thought about it for 2 seconds, and I was like, oh wait, our most popular video on the channel by far is Batman. So I like it.
Batman. ABB.
Good.
Always be Batmaning.
Good change. Good change.
Very good. Yeah, I mean, think of it like, what Batman game before this can you, like, the one on the Super Nintendo? The Michael Keaton one? The one that we mercilessly make fun of? Like, there's just...
I do remember reading several articles before this game came out that lamented that there hadn't been a good Batman game created. And with such an IP like that, you know, how could it have been that, you know, prior to, when did this come out? 2008?
I don't remember when I got it.
Something like that.
Chad, look at... Oh, there's no chat.
Anyway.
Could you look it up on your tablet?
Prior to Arkham Asylum coming out,
look at that zoom.
It was a well-known fact that Batman games usually sucked.
Yeah, they're movie
They were very
tie-ins,
clunky,
stupid.
You know, not very fun gameplay. And then this came out.
Yeah.
It's very rare to have something come out and you just go, oh, that's how it's supposed to be done. Like, it clicks, and you're like, oh, okay. Everything before this is null and void. Everything after this is going to be taken by this.
Yeah.
Written by Paul Dini, who wrote a lot of the TV show. Look at that zoom! God, I'll never get over that. The power of the PlayStation 5, you guys.
Joker's like, quit looking at my crotch, Batman!
Don't stop zooming in.
Is there a gun
he
in
would
my
have,
pants,
yeah.
or are you just happy to see me?
Oh, it is a gun. Yeah. God, Mark Hamill's Joker.
It's a gun that just goes bang. And
Yeah.
it just like...
There been that where he's like pulled the trigger and it says bang, and then people drop their guards, and he pulls the trigger again and it shoots the flag into the person.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't mess with Joker.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like, he will kill you. It's jokes, but it's deadly jokes.
Yes. When criminals tell scary stories, they tell Joker stories.
2009,
okay.
Yes, was when this came out.
So this is almost 20 years old, coming up.
Oh, man.
Although I think this is technically kind of like a remastered version.
Yeah, the graphics are better.
The Returned Arkham version.
I need to get it.
But yeah, like, what was the very first Batman video game? Do you think it was Batman on the NES?
I think so.
Pretty sure, yeah.
I think you and I played it. I know.
You owned it.
Yeah, I had it. And I played it because I didn't know any better, because it was like one of the first ones. And I mean, you know, you play what you have, right? And,
well, as NES games go, that one wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like a thrilling anything, you know.
No, and I mean...
It was an NES game.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, that game came out, and then people said, okay, this is what Batman games are. And I don't know how many, like, 3D forays into Batman games there were. Let us know in the comments if there was, like, pre-Arkham Asylum 3D Batman games. But, yeah, it wasn't until this game came out that, as a gaming community, we were like, oh, no, this is what Batman games should be.
Oh, God, yeah.
And
Shock 'em. There we go.
And now we've got like an amazing Spider-Man game or two that have come out. Like, this game set a new bar for superhero games in general, I think.
I agree. They started having to rise to a new caliber of game after this.
Yeah. Like, there was a PS2 Spider-Man game that a lot of people swear by, but I think even
It
now...
was decent. It was pretty good.
Oh,
you
you
know,
played that?
A 7 out of 10. You know,
Okay.
like it was fair. It was fun.
You did what you had, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun, but you know, it was pretty
What we had
clunky.
at the time.
But yeah, this was. I mean,
Not where you're going.
you know, the chiseled figure of Batman next to the dastardly figure of Joker. You know, and it's juxtaposed against these, you know, this great lighting and shadow, and you know, there was a lot of care, and the combat in this game was revolutionary because you've seen that several times over. In all the new Spider-Man games, you've seen that.
Oh, they do? Okay.
For sure. Yeah, the new Spider-Man games have this combat.
Tell me something.
Let's
You've never let
see.
me touch you
Sifu
this
was kind of
easily.
like this.
What are you really after?
A little bit.
Sifu?
But Sifu was kind of more...
Like a karate game.
Yeah, it was like a karate game. You know, it kind of had this sort of style of combat.
Yeah, this is one of those games that revolutionized what these games became. Like,
Some of the Assassin's Creed, like the Black Flag and Odyssey and things, they sort of adapted some of their combat system off of this.
What's he doing?
yeah, those Rocksteady games knew what they were doing.
Get a flashlight. Get a light on him.
That's
Okay.
right. I always forget this part, and then the lights come back on, and I'm always like, ah, yeah, that's right. I love that. The idea that the lights go out, and Batman just instantly, like, gets his neck on the
Grabs
trigger
him. I got him.
just to make sure.
Batman's like, I got it. Ding, 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 ding.
Reminds me, a bit of a shameless plug, but if you haven't seen it already, Butts has made an amazing video that uses philosophy to ask the question, should Batman go ahead and kill the Joker?
Just squeeze a little harder on that cutscene, Batman, should he? I argue no. Lots of people argue yes. Yeah.
But the point is, you can argue either. And people have.
And they will.
Yeah.
Long night, Jim.
Joker
Oh, look at Jim Gordon.
and holds the mayor
I've
That is
seen
a square jaw right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
media and you.
Those, who's one of the artists? Tell me about some Batman comic book stuff, Butts. Who are the artists, illustrators, concept?
Oh man, I don't know the.
Arkham staff only.
I don't have the encyclopedia to know like this artist did this and that and that. My favorite Batman comic is by Frank Miller, The Dark Knight Returns, which took Batman from a goofy Adam West feel to the feel we know him today, where like he's dark and troubled and serious.
What year was that?
Oh man,
Never heard of.
80s something.
Okay.
He surrendered.
It was
without
80s or 90s. I don't know.
Before Tim Burton's came out, I assume.
At least he's back.
No, I think it was a little
really?
after Tim Burton.
Okay, so Tim Burton, you still consider the Tim Burton to be a little more of jokey Batman.
I think, the timeline is.
He definitely wasn't gritty in the Tim Burton.
No,
movies.
it was like when the TV show, the Adam West TV show was popular, the comics were like, oh, people like this, so we'll become campy. And that ran its course for a long time, and then Frank Miller came along, probably, honestly, maybe around the time that Tim Burton did. Everyone was kind of like, all right, we're getting tired of the camp, let's make it serious.
Yes. Good change.
Good, yeah,
Very
yeah.
good change.
It's a good one.
It's a madhouse, or so they claim. And Butts is
bring
in
it, fellas.
battle. Yeah, I really like the fluid battling.
Yeah, you jump around.
There you go, boom. Free
is
flow
kinda how
combo
you
5 on
should
the
be. Free Flow Combo 5, that's right.
Oh, this should be our next band name.
Free Flow Combo 5.
We just have to find 2 more people.
Okay, but that would be the terrible name
Mambo
for a
number
combo
guy.
at a restaurant.
Free Flow Combo 5.
Not a great name at a
My
restaurant.
wife will have the salad, and I'll have the free flow combo 5.
He's
Would
right
you
there.
like the emergency adult diapers to go with that, sir? You may not make it home.
Here, sir. Here's your free flow combo 5
Oh.
and your emergency adult diapers. Sounds like when you put the number on it, it sounds like a Mexican restaurant, but like all those kinds of Mexican restaurants are really good. So
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
want
not-
to.
yeah.
I don't want to hate on them at all because I, in fact, love them. But yes.
Got some different controls here. That, it's like, I'm gonna throw a batarang. No, I'm not.
Oh,
There's a quick fire batarang. I guess I haven't gotten it yet. As I beat the utter stew out of these guys.
Okay, but I will say this: Batman may not kill, or at least, and you know that may be his mantra. But how does he not know that some of these guys may have died from the wounds
Yes!
that he inflicted upon them? Like, I mean, sometimes, like in some of these moves, he's like grabbing their elbow and he's like breaking it here and making my arm go that way.
Yeah.
You know, and like, what if the bone comes out? What if someone bleeds out accidentally and like the paramedics don't arrive in time and, you know, they die from their wounds?
yeah. I mean, we got to check these hematomas. You know, hold them off. Make sure they don't bleed out on the inside. It's all a thing.
Yeah, like he comes back in an hour and like this guy's head is like twice the size because it's swollen
Yeah,
from a concussion. He's like, oh crap, Alfred, Alfred.
That is every Batman voice. He's not wrong.
Yeah, I love how that's the Batman voice now. It's just like the Christian Bale Batman voice, and the Bane is the like the what's his face? Yeah, we've all just decided. Yeah, that's the voice.
That's the meme voices. Well, even Robert Pattinson, I watched a clip from The Batman the other day, and he's like, I'm Robert Pattinson, Batman. And I was like, yeah, I mean, that's just... At this point, I think even the directors are like, you gotta do the voice.
Yeah, that was Kevin Conroy. He's the first one to give Batman 2 voices.
That's awesome. But I feel like Kevin Conroy's deep
Ring it,
voice
sir.
was actually still effective. It was still... I don't know. It worked better. It wasn't just like, end this now.
Have you played Batman the Telltale series, Butts?
I have not, and I want to.
So in that game, and in that game,
big ol' rat. Good
his Batman voice is a voice modulation box. So
Yeah,
it
Batfleck did
deepens
that.
his voice, you know, artificially. What do you think about that? Is that
I'm okay with that because in the Zack Snyder, Ben Affleck's Batman, Batfleck,
Oh, Batfleck. That's great.
he did that too. So like, I'm okay with that. And I think fun fact about the Telltale games is Troy Baker did the voice of Batman in those games, and Troy Baker did the voice of Joker in Arkham Origin, and he's the only person to play Batman and the Joker.
Ah,
That's
I didn't know
cool.
that.
Yeah. Oh, there's Mr. Is that Cat? It's not Cash. It's Franklin.
Thank God.
Yeah, I like that. This is the first time I've heard of that concept of like Batman just using a voice modulator. But I really like that from a canon perspective. I mean, he's a billionaire. He owns a tech company. It makes sense that rather than risk developing polyps in his throat, he would just like he's got like a little like pulse button in his wrist or something that he presses, and now he's got the Batman voice. I really
That
like
and it's
that.
like if a guy that looked like Elon Musk was beating up people and it sounded exactly like Elon Musk, we would all be like, "That's Elon Musk." So like, it's another layer of like, okay, protection.
So I'd like to make a side note, a side shout out here to Elon Musk. Don't try to be Batman. Just I know.
Yeah, please
you,
don't ruin Batman. Like, don't.
I know you watch our channel, Elon Musk, and
Yeah.
thank you. But do not try to be Batman.
His new name is Bat X. XX. Stop it, Elon Musk.
X-Man. Wait,
X-Man, yeah, or
that's
like
taken.
he's got that. Yeah, that's a thing. He's got that weird like X42-::3, like he named his son.
He takes on Disney to try and sue, or is it Sony that still owns it? Who owns X-Men right now? Is it Disney or Sony?
I think it's Sony,
He'll try and sue Sony
or I think Marvel does, but
for the
like,
rights to
the
use
rights, yeah.
X-Man as his name.
Okay, back up for a second. Elon Musk's son is just like a string of nuts.
Yes.
It's a very weird.
it
I don't know
is.
what the name is, but it is very weird.
Yes, it's just a
and
string.
it's like it's pronounced something normal, but it's just a string of weird letters and stuff.
I think it was like the scientific designated name of a star that was found or something, or it might have been named after him, but that's his name.
Is it pronounced like Benjamin? Like some...
I have no idea.
It's Keith. It's pronounced Keith.
Throat wobbler mangrove.
There it is.
All right, I love this game, and I forgot. There we go. I'm like, what do I have to do? It takes me a little bit to get back in the condition of Batman, and then I'm like, oh yeah,
Well, you told me before the episode started that your absolute favorite game is Arkham City, so I wonder if there are some slight differences there as well.
There's a couple combat things that are different. It's just the open worldness. Like, this is a very closed area, but you could do everything you can do in City. In this game, they just add to it and they open up the map for you. Gotcha. I'm going to glide down and kick Victor's ass in the back, and it's going to feel really good.
I love this. I would love a playthrough of this game where you like call your shots and then you like you're up on a balcony and you're like, okay, I'm gonna dive kick that guy,
do it in my
flip over the guy to his right's back, throw a batarang at the guy to his right, punch the guy to the left in the face, and then like, here we go.
Yeah. I mean, if you know the game well enough, you can do crap like that. Like,
That's the Telltale series.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what you do. And then you plan out your attack, and then you get different choices of how you could approach the room. And then you have to, like, do the quick action events to, like, you know, survive.
That's right, because it's more of like an adventure.
Yeah.
It's a choice-based Batman
Quick time
game.
events.
I can't watch people play Batman because I'm always like, you're doing Batman wrong. You're not Batmaning enough. Batman better.
Be a better Batman.
Harley Quinn by Arlene Sorkin, I think. She recently passed.
Is she her in this game as well?
I think she's in this game, and then going forward from Arkham City on, I think, she's Tara Strong.
Was she
I'm here.
was she Harley Quinn in the animated series?
She was. And Harley was based off her, like a portrayal of Sorkin in a movie, and they were asked her, like, do you want to just be Harley? She was like, yeah, sure. And I don't get, like, Harley Quinn never worked on me. I was never like, oh, cool. Like, she never resonated with me as a character. So when people, like, love the character, I'm like, I don't begrudge them, but I just don't get it.
I like her. Like, I'm not like.
Okay, well, you explain it to me. I don't
know. I just like her.
I enjoy the Joker having somebody to bounce off of, but I don't. I'm like, it just doesn't do it for me.
I do like her portrayal in the Telltale series. You should just go. You should
I need
go
to just
play
go.
that.
We need to turn this off and just
Yeah.
the Telltale series.
That's when Butts played the Telltale series. You do get lost in here a lot. See, like, it's just very corridory.
And it's like a more of a dungeon map.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always funny to me when games have like these
Riddler
long,
trophy.
sprawling layouts, and I'm like, that's not how buildings work.
I was hoping Robert Pattinson would find one of these at the end of the movie and be like, crap, I've got to find $299 more before the movie's over.
No!
Yeah. Oh, no. I liked that part of the movie. I'm going to spoil the Batman, but I liked that part when the Riddler's like, oh crap, you're not working for me? Like, of course the Riddler would think that. He's like, this Batman is this unhinged guy that runs around beating up people. Like, why wouldn't the Riddler think, oh, he's on my side because we're both crazy? Where do I go?
I haven't seen the Batman yet, but I've heard so many people just make fun of that part that I know that that's the joke you make when you're talking about the Riddler in the Batman. Although, once again, my favorite portrayal of the Riddler is in the animated series.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's with
He's so
the
good.
Riddler. I gotta go that way. Let me go.
If the planet were equitable,
Jim
I'd still have
Carrey-
my old job.
Jim Carrey was
No way out. We're stuck in here.
okay. I thought it was a bit overblown, like in
They
Jim
both
Carrey
turned into the
fashion.
Joker.
Yeah,
Like, they both were just like, what if we're crazy?
I mean, I love Batman Forever. Don't get me wrong. Seal, Kiss from a Rose. Mwah. But
Oh, no, we all love Batman Forever. Yeah, that's not a question.
it's an amazing movie.
Yeah. It's not a good movie, but it is an amazing movie.
But, and I love Jim Carrey's portrayal of the Riddler in that movie. But his portrayal of the Riddler is, what if the Riddler were Jim Carrey? That is,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that is who that character is in that movie.
And then Tommy Lee Jones does the same thing. What if the Two-Face was the Joker Riddler? And it's just like, no, the Two-Face isn't supposed to be that.
It's not often you get to see Jim Carrey in full body spandex. He fills it out well.
He did good. I'm Batman.
See, I thought he was basically just rehashing The Mask as
bit,
the
yeah.
Riddler.
Well, the mask is also, what if Jim Carrey found a mask of Loki?
Yeah. What if the mask was the Joker too?
That's why the Truman Show was so big for him, is because up until then, every single movie he was in, his character was Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
That is true, because if you factor in Ace Ventura, there is a pattern now.
yeah. Because I watched the
Yeah.
Truman Show and I was like, when's it gonna get funny? And like I didn't realize that it was like this serious drama.
Oh, it's also so
Oh, and Dumb and Dumber, same character.
Yep,
Yeah, and
pretty much.
Yeah.
what's the cable guy? The kind of
Yeah.
cable guy. And,
Now, he is slightly weirder. He's slightly weirder than
Yes.
the rest of them. But yeah, still basically that same kind of character.
I'm going
Forgot about the little...
oh yeah.
the little
Teeth!
thumper. Yeah, teeth.
I think I 100%. I think I got all the Riddler trophies when I played through this game. I think I missed some teeth and stuff.
Oh wait, is that a thing? Like, is getting all the teeth?
Yeah. You get like you get rewards for like there's character bios, but then eventually you'll get like destroy 55 teeth and you get like a little XP bonus.
I think I missed all the teeth.
Yeah.
I wasn't going for teeth.
I also love this game because they're Riddler riddles in a bunch of rooms. It'll be like this person. Watch out! This person could turn their face at you. You have to find like, oh, okay, he's talking about Two-Face. So now I have to find like a Two-Face reference in this room.
That's right.
And then you scan it, and it'll be like, yeah, you did it. So like it was a big love letter to the Batman mythos. And then they're like, let's do it again in Arkham City, and then they did, and I was happy.
I've heard Tommy Lee Jones is very like a...
This isn't as simple as
I don't know if he's like classically trained or whatever, but he's always like very serious about his roles. So I'm really surprised he agreed to do Batman Forever and do Two-Face.
Yeah, we all are.
I wonder if there's a story there.
The only story I know about it is that while they were filming, at one point, Tommy Lee Jones, when he heard that Jim Carrey was going to be the Riddler and he have to work with him, he went to Jim Carrey while he was eating, and he just said the phrase, "I cannot condone your tomfoolery," to tell him that like he didn't like the way that Jim Carrey acted, and that was how he wasn't like, "You're goofy." The phrase was, "I cannot condone your tomfoolery."
Well, looks
Tommy
like,
Lee Jones told that to Jim Carrey's face before they started filming, and then think about the portrayal that Tommy Lee Jones did, where he's just unhinged. And I'm like, you're just Jim Carrey in this movie.
He did well. He did well in that movie.
the room when the explosion happened.
Well,
He certainly did a thing. Oh! Is this... I think this might be the room.
Is there
Okay.
like one more thing you want to show us?
Okay, so this... There's an anti-piracy thing that... Was it Rockstar? Who made this game?
Rockstar.
Rockstar.
Or
Rockstar put it. Rocksteady. That's
Rocksteady.
right. Rocksteady. Rocksteady put it in the game that if they detected that you got this game illegally, I don't know how they did it, but if they detected you got this game illegally, they would disable your glide ability, which means you cannot get past this room because you have to glide to solve this room. And I didn't, but like...
He's just showing us what happens.
Yeah, that would happen.
This game isn't pirated.
Yeah, I think it's this room, but there's...
He's just demonstrating, folks.
Anyway, we have to stop now.
Yeah. Spencer, where'd you get this game? So like, I just think that's fun. I was like, they'll let you play the game. They won't report you to the FCC or anything. They will just be like, you don't get to glide, and this room requires you gliding, so I hope you enjoyed the first 3 rooms of this game, because that's all you can play.
All right. Well, that... Oh, come on! I guess that is where we'll end the episode, very coincidentally. No, I promise this is not the pirated game. This,
I'm going to make that. Oh, I made it. Okay.
So yeah, that's going to do it for this episode of Riff Arcade. On the next episode of Riff Arcade, Spence is going to play a game that he's thankful for. And oh my god, Butts, you have to prove that we...
I know, I
steal
want
this
it.
game.
Why can't I glide? It's the X button, right?
All right, last chance.
There we go. Thank you.
There it is. We didn't steal
had to
it.
hold
We did
it.
not steal it.
Yeah.
This game's not
It's
stolen.
legit. I'm going to save this guy.
Don't add a seal.
No, please add us. I forgot he did that. You're safe. Bam! Back of the head. Okay. Gosh, you missed all that.
Baby!